what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out another Roblox ARG. I'm not gonna lie, this has absolutely been my most favorite series to record on the channel. I've been loving these ARGs, bro. Today we got one called, I think, but yeah, it looks pretty interesting and it seems to be a long one. So, you know, get some snacks and stuff, get a drink. I got water. What you got? And also, before we get into it, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and especially subscribe, because guess what? 80% of y'all ain't subscribed. Click that button. I want to hit 35K before the end of the month, and we can only do it if y'all click that button. And, you know, like the video, right? Click the button. I don't know if the like button does anything, but it just lets me know that you like it. So, you know, yeah. And also, let me know which one you guys want me to do next. Which Roblox ARG should we hop into next? And without further ado, let's get into it. Humankind cannot gain anything off first giving something in return. To obtain something as lost, something of equal value must be lost. Bro, Full Metal Alchemist? Full Metal Alchemist.
This quote comes from the description of a Roblox user who joined on July 16th, 2008. His name is Seal. He mainly developed games on Roblox.
He just quoted Full Metal Alchemist in 2025.
He'd continued to play Roblox, but then he disappeared, never to log in again.
Oh, dang, what the freak?
A YouTube channel was created named Seildirectory.
Is he back?
This channel was to archive Seal's games and his legacy on Roblox. The person
that boy's legacy
goes through Seal's hard drives, finding and recovering his old games. This is revealed to be a mistake. He finds things that were probably best forgotten, entering the darkest rabbit hole on Roblox.
The darkest rabbit hole.
Secrets, ciphers to solve, and unlisted videos that can be found through the games. Let us begin
okay.
with a fitting introduction.
What an intro! What an intro, bro! I'm hyped for this. Seildirectory.
The following video some gameplay
I thought it was Selly.
Computer while he still played Roblox. It was made sometime in late 2008, a few months before I lost contact with him until recently. The video cuts
so this is his friend?
It's Seal, the account I spoke about before. Nothing eventful happens in the footage, but the owner of Seildirectory talks about Seal's backstory. Seal used to be online from 2008 to 2009. He used to show me a lot of his own games he would create at our Christmas gatherings. This gives us info that the owner of Seildirectory knows Seal and
okay, yeah, real life Christmas gathering. This isn't just a friend. I feel like Christmas gathering, you gotta be family.
Real life, hence why he has access to his computer. When I went back to explore some of these games, I found that only his Metroid one was up, not my personal favorite. This led me down a rabbit hole of trying to find some of these games
Metroid,
I couldn't find anywhere online.
Metroid is in the Nintendo game?
Able to recover some of the game's files off his hard drive. This shows how he was able to access this old recording. The last thing he mentions is the purpose of the YouTube channel. This channel hopes to archive both my own adventure finding them and to honor Seal's legacy. This video mainly sets the stage for what's to come. It consists of videos archiving Seal's history and his attempt.
This gotta be like the most legendary older cousin ever.
We got exactly that. He was able to recover one of Seal's games. The name of the game is Snowball Brawl 1, a game that I've played on the channel before. The game was made on November 15th, 2008. This was his most popular game. It showed up on the Roblox front page at one point.
Wait, it genuinely came out in 2008?
Point. He also looked through the Roblox forums to see if there was any mention of the game, which there is, except the user spelt it Snowball Boss. After the post went up, another user replied saying, "Please don't bring that guy up here. Enough creeps on here as is." This gives me the feeling that something is very wrong. He recovered the game's files, and he is going to show
us what did Seal do, bro?
Here is Snowball Brawl.
We can't be having no more creeps on Roblox, bro. Get him out of here.
The game is just an old fighting game with different things throughout the map to battle with other players. Our player throughout the entry gives us a tour on what the game has to offer, different areas and so on. He then makes his way to a cabin labeled Seal's cabin. He tours the first room. It's a small arcade and living space. He does a couple of spins and then he moves on.
It's just
he
a cool
makes his
crib.
way to the kitchen, but then something rather unusual happens.
Are we getting our first spooky bit?
He hears static as he gets close to
the bedroom. That sounds like someone trying to talk.
Then he sees this.
What? Is that Seal?
This player crashes the game. Not sure why, but we'll possibly see this person in the future. The description of the video reads two things. The first thing is, was able to recover one of Seals' most popular games, Snowball Brawl 1, and the second one is a link to said game. Without further ado, let's explore Snowball.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those ARGs where you can go into the game, find secrets in the game. Okay, I'm strapped in for this. This is clean. This is clean. Snowball Brawl. Let's go.
The first thing I did was go back under the cabin where I had previously. The teleporter takes you to a game called Brute Force. This sub-game has an unfinished building with a large hole in the middle. In the chat, it makes you say, "for the field," which is weird. To the right upon entering the building, there's a key that you can take. I guess that this is for the shed, but there is a gate that requires something to be done before opening it. Going into the hole, it teleports us to another sub-game called Less I Won't. The game is very dark. The camera is uncomfortably close to your avatar. The game has 4 sides, each having its own structure. Behind each one is a letter. We get
this is genuinely how I be playing games.
which spells help. The last time I played this sub game, I gave up and left it as it was. But what I should have done is ask for help. Pretty clever, Seildirectory. The Morse code translates to "the shed is where hope is key." Going back
last
to the
time he didn't look too into
hope in front of the gate opens it. Now we have access to the shed. Once we go inside, it takes us to another sub game. This sub game is titled Web Portal. The place
how many sub games will there be?
With a very glitched out sky. Going into the house, we see a computer on the ground. Going behind the computer, we'll fall down and we'll get to see a YouTube video ID. We'll get into this later. But this isn't the only thing in the Web Portal game. Walking behind spawn, you can see
again, shout out Sim, bro, because bro, this man is genuinely having to like solve a mystery right now, going from game to game.
It will eventually teleport you to this room. There is Caesar cipher above the door.
Oh, Caesar cipher.
The path to hell is paved with bites. On the walls.
Wait, what ended up being the thing with the YouTube link?
A YouTube video ID. We'll get into this later.
Okay, we'll get into that
later. This isn't the only thing in the Web Portal game. Walking behind spawn, you can see a black door. Walking through it, it will eventually teleport you to this room. There is Caesar cipher above the door, which reads, "The path to hell is paved with bites." On the walls, there are 3 different colors. If you recall, the help tab had 3 different colors also, which match the colors here. After pressing them in this order, you are teleported to another sub-game titled Content Deleted. You are in someone's bedroom. A user named Sean is spamming in chat. On the computer screen, we can see what was shown
Assassin's
earlier.
Creed, bro, shout out.
Being at the top of the games page. Leaving the bedroom, we come to find that we've been in the cabin the whole time. The sky is black, but then we see the player from the devlog 1 entry.
Oh, word?
Player, he says a few lines. Await further prompts. I will be there with you.
So now we know his name's Sean, though.
A really loud jump scare. On the jump scare screen, there's another YouTube video ID. Again, we'll get into this later. Going back into Snowball Brawl 1,
this is already setting up the plot in the most fire way. This is actually so fire.
Go through a wall in the cabin. It reads lines from Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. The second time we see sentences is behind one of the structures in the battle area. It reads, "Suffocated by bits, woken up in a labyrinth of digital plastic," again and again. The third and final time we see is on the side of a hill at the back of the map. It reads, "He does not see these. Keep it that way." It's almost like someone is trying to communicate with us, but without someone knowing. A code can be found in the bedroom. If you take this code and go to the mine and input the code, a wall will open, revealing a computer of a YouTube video ID of the next entry.
I'm feeling
entry is very weird. The title of the video is translated to "Into."
Y'all think Sean is good or evil right now? Ah, that's what I'm like. My brain's going for right now. I'm like, Sean chill or not? I mean, he jump scared us, but so he definitely has to be bad, right?
This music, whatever it is, it sounds creepy as hell. The video slowly zooms into a computer. I can't seem to identify what user is on the screen, but then Sean, the user that was speaking to us before, appears over the screen. The camera zooms in on Sean, and he begins to speak. "I never left. I couldn't leave. A burial of ambition, entombed in digital plastic."
What starts with S and is 4 letters? Seal. What starts with S and is 4 letters? Sean. I'm on to something, bro. I don't know what I'm on, but I'm on something.
Spectacle in the coliseum of their craft, all until they are buried in its ruin. Burn the directory, burn me down. Yeah, that video was super weird. Maybe we'll understand the video more by decrypting the cipher in the video's description. It reads, "I cannot make you understand. I cannot make anyone understand what is happening inside of me. I cannot explain it to myself. I was never gone." Maybe this Sean person is Seal, which could be our player's uncle. He lost contact with him and supposedly disappeared, but now
that's what I'm
saying that he never left. Maybe we'll understand this more in the future. In the meantime,
okay, if I actually guessed that, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Dun, dun,
This video
dun,
is
dun,
another
dun.
devlog
Shout out
for
the
Snowball
Persona
Brawl
5
1,
music,
this
bruh.
time adding a couple fixes and updates. Our player
Real ones in this video who pull up to the streams. Y'all know I play Persona music every single stream. Appreciate y'all for pulling up to the streams. I'll be live Friday. Join.
as well as
My
another
bad.
player
Shameless
named
plug in my
Directory
own video.
User 1 helped on this project as well. Directory User 1 joined 2 days before this entry's upload. He has a game alongside his account, but the description says it's not related, so I'll skip over it. The entry mentions some pretty cool stuff. They fixed some scripts and added a new mechanic, a special snowball. The rest of the video after this shows the two of them testing out the new update. But to be sure, I watched the whole video to make sure there was anything. Okay, there's nothing.
They're just snowball fighting, bro.
This video was found
The
by
uncle
computer
theory
in
is
the
so
Seildirectory web
real,
portal.
though.
The video's title translates to "The Dead Sing."
Do y'all got that one person in your family, like from the older generation, who's just like kind of like you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all have that? Because I do. I have an uncle who's just like me in a way.
No idea what that means. We seem to be in the room from before. We see that the computer's been left unattended, but then the computer turns on, which is odd. It slowly boots up, and then we see a player on the screen. He begins to speak.
This is feeling like a FNAF tape.
The person looks to be Sean from before, but he mentions someone's name. Jake, which is the name of our main character. The player on the screen repeatedly says, "Turn off the computer and let me die," which is weird.
Is it like his uncle warning him?
After that, the video ends abruptly.
Interesting.
The description of the video has more Caesar cipher. It reads, "How do they know about Sean? He was never meant to be able to manipulate the game's code. How the hell can he still communicate to others behind my back?" From what we got, I think Sean was messing with the game's code. I have no idea why, but maybe Sean doesn't want Jake to archive things about the Seal account. Like I said before, please don't bring that guy up here. Enough creeps on here as is. So
Weird.
there's something up with Seal.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next entry. This unlisted video was found at the jump scare
My
screen
boy
in
just
red
dead on the
text.
on the
title of
cover.
video was yet again more Caesar cipher. It translates to
Oh,
Genesis.
no.
This video is
Genesis.
100% one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen based on Roblox. Just see for yourself. Like, what the hell is
Yeah,
this?
what
At
is going
first, Sean
on?
is lying down on the ground, but he eventually gets up. The background music sounds like it's
Sean is on
reversed.
some
I
legit
unreversed
crackhead
it. This is
energy.
how it sounds.
Oh? Why does it sound like a... Hey.
If anyone knows the origin of this,
Hold
it would
hold on. This beat kind of fire. Someone could cook with this. Someone could genuinely cook with this.
If anyone knows the origin of this, it would be awesome. Sean gets up and someone begins to speak to him. Arise. No breath
Arise.
is needed for your anguish. It shows just
Solo
what was
level?
speaking to Sean. It's a spawn point logo, which is really weird. This is where your consciousness will morph. Plastic is your skin. Each code a nerve. Time
This
does
feels
not
like one of the
matter.
weird
Texture
fever
does not rust
dreams.
or rot. Only is fitting a labyrinth aligned in your neglect. But
Roblox
worry
ARGs
not,
have
for
been
your
giving me
legacy is
fever dream
eternal.
activity
Sleep
for a
not matter
minute.
when the servers are awake. It then shows Sean's face. It's all glitched and it's very creepy. The camera pans out and that's the end of the video. What the hell just happened? The description of the video is more Caesar cipher. This channel loves ciphers. It reads, "Then his head sank to the floor of its own accord, and from his nostrils came the last faint flicker of his breath." This is another quote
Jeez.
from Metamorphosis, which is a
Oh.
repeating theme at this point. This is some weird culty stuff. To be
I'm
safe,
feeling
we'll
that.
move on to the next entry.
Roblox pirate movie.
Okay, after the
What
super
is up?
weird
What am I about to
content in the
witness?
last entry, this video seems to be somewhat normal. It's a pirate movie. Wow, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this video.
Do people be making Roblox movies? Oh no, this is not normal.
There's another cipher that flashes on
Is
the
that
screen
Sean?
for one frame. It reads, "Where am I?" His name in this video is
Oh,
Seal,
Seal.
so I'm just gonna call him Seal. Seal runs off the shot, but then something really weird happens. What is happening? What the hell is happening? In the credits, it thanks only one person. Their name is Nil, which is
Nil.
odd. After that, it's the end of the video. The description of the video links us to a Roblox profile.
This is a
It
weird
takes us
one.
right back to Seildirectory's
This
account.
is a
I don't
weird
know
one.
what the point of that was, but okay. The word Nil mentioned in the credits brings us to our next entry.
No, literally.
This
Literally.
unlisted video was discovered in the captions of the last entry. But before we talk about this unlisted entry, I want to talk about the background
In the
of the Roblox
captions? So
pirate
if you had
movie.
captions
It takes
on,
place in a
that wouldn't have
location
even
we
popped
haven't
up.
seen before, on a pirate's boat in the water. In this unlisted video, we get a completely different angle of the map. This entry has a lot to offer, so let's not waste any time.
Oh,
and
snap.
begin.
Okay, we
The
can
very
lower,
first
we
part
can
of the
lower.
video is a hexadecimal string. It translates to: my flesh is temporary, my wires are infinite, a soul and stillness can coexist. I had a tough time decoding this because of the damn glitches that disrupt the video. The camera switches to something else. It seems to be
They're making it
slowly
hard
fading
for
in,
my
which is
boy.
weird. On top of the
Appreciate you, though.
hexadecimal cipher is Morse code, my favorite. Because I couldn't be bothered to do the Morse code, I got this from the comments. It reads: this hard drive seems to be rotting 303 and 305. I haven't been able to fix this thing for months now. I don't know. Some bad data might come out of it, but at least I'd have this thing of ours preserved. As the image slowly fades in, we come to realize, like I said before, it's another angle of the pirate location. There's a ship right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see this game in the future. Oh my god, would you shut up? 2 days before the video was
The
uploaded,
glitching is
another
taking
user joined
over.
Roblox and was added to Jake's friends list. The user is Directory User 2. I guess they ran out of ideas for names. It was a cool entry. Let's move on.
Devlog 3.
Hell yes, another developer log. We get to see what the map is from the last entry. It's an upcoming game made by Jake. It's titled Sail the High Seas, and in this video, Jake is speaking.
Hey guys,
What?
Seildirectory here. Yeah, so I haven't been online for a little while now.
Jake and other two people, one named Clyde, Directory User 1, and Rebecca, Directory User 2, have been working on this game for quite some time now. He goes to test out the game, but something is wrong.
Working on the
avatar
game
is
with
all
his
glitched
friends?
out, which is weird. He's been having issues developing, which is why it's taking so long. The rest of the test run is Jake going through the game. No issues, or so I thought. I then remembered, yes, this is an ARG, and everything that seems normal isn't normal. So it wasn't surprising when Jake found something in the game that he didn't put. It's a black brick on one of the islands. When he first sees it, he gets shaken
Oh, the
up
classic.
by it.
I didn't put that there. That is legit a staple of ARGs at this point. I didn't put that there.
For
After that, Jake ends the video. So yeah, that's the entry. It may seem like
Smart
that
man,
this is
end the
all
recording.
video has to offer, but if you look close enough for a couple seconds,
What else do we
in the
get?
player list, another YouTube video ID.
Ah. Oh.
This video
Pulse?
takes place right after the last entry. Jake stops recording, and then the video glitches. Something happened here during this
Hey.
glitch. This is probably why we're still seeing
He uses the same recording software as me.
what's going on, even though he stopped recording. He goes on to investigate the brick. He clicks on it, and well, this speaks for itself.
Oh boy.
what
How loud are we talking?
are you?
Why'd the bleep noise scare me a little?
What the hell even happened?
I would never go on my
You can
computer
see
again,
something that can be
genuinely.
decoded. It translates to: you have no one to blame anymore but yourself for your actions. You continue to play with matches until nothing but the charred husk of yourself remains. Do I continue to be your hostage, Jake? Or
Whoever is running this just does not want him to find something. That's the energy I'm getting. Like there's something being hidden.
have you given me the keys? Okay, so he knows his real life name, and that's just perfect.
Yeah,
this
that's
is Jake's
not
reaction
great.
to this.
No, I'm.
Oh, I thought he got off.
This is
Yeah.
not
There is more in the description to decode.
That's
The
crazy.
cipher reads the following. He cries, why, oh why me, what misfortune have I earned? You have earned everything. Bathe in your tortured riches. Yeah, this video is really concerning, but let's just move on.
Remembrance.
In the last
Oh, is this a
entry,
real video?
Right before
Oh.
the video glitched after clicking the script, a YouTube ID was visible for a short amount of time. That video ID leads to this video, Remembrance. The video
Remembrance.
begins with sounds of footsteps. An image of a house slowly fades in. The home could be Sean's or Jake's. This photo was taken in 2008. The next photo was
2008.
taken a year later. It's of a snowy path leading to a forest. The
Dang.
third photo was taken the same day, just further up the path. Then subtitles begin to appear. Do you think you know how it feels? Cheering at the dams, torment with glee. The servers stay awake when I say so. I guess this is a message for Jake from Sean. The last line, the servers stay awake when I say so, was also somewhat mentioned in the Genesis video. After that, it shows this really weird image of this person. Then, that's the end of the entry.
Yo, you can't just slide that in there and move past that real quick. Boy, it
This
was
is
looking
just a
menacing.
showcase of the Sail the High Seas theme song. Jake also mentions in the video's description saying, I know he's gonna mess with the video somehow, which he does. The music just cuts out, nothing plays, just silence.
What did that say?
Know he's gonna mess with the video somehow, which he does.
He isn't Sean.
The
Yeah,
music
I
just
knew
cuts
that.
out, nothing plays,
Sean,
just silence. Then it begins
I
to
think
play
Sean's
something
just
else,
genuinely
some
hiding
ambient
something.
type music.
Like trying to discourage him from figuring it out.
The screen goes black, then it plays a phone
Yo?
call, and it's Jake.
Hey, I saw that you called. I'm not trying to ignore you.
He's sending someone a voicemail telling them to call him. As
I'm
this
not
is
trying to
happening,
ignore you.
It shows a nice photo. Nice. And
Hey.
just below the image is another YouTube video ID for the next entry.
Another one. Another one. Notes.
As I
Hold up. I'm trying to read this low key. Another nightmare, but I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I am quickly approaching a point of no return. Or maybe I passed it a while ago. Dang. I don't care. I don't care which is the case anymore. I was stranded in a foggy ocean. Stranded. Stranded, my fault. In a foggy ocean. Alone and with water filling my every breath. Oh, that is terrifying. All I could do was flail around aimlessly, hoping I'd break the tension above the surface. That is horrendous.
As I said before, this is a short unlisted video. It was shown under the image in the last entry, and well, this video is just notes. Here's what's written. Another nightmare.
Oh, he
But
was
I
gonna
shouldn't
read
be
it?
Surprised at this point.
I should have been
am quickly
patient.
approaching the point of no return, or maybe I passed it a while ago. I don't care which is the case anymore. I was stranded in a foggy ocean, alone with water filling my every breath, all aimlessly hoping I'd break the tension above the surface. It
That
then
is-
flips to the next page.
Oh.
Even while fully submerged, I saw a boat pass by. Their passengers decapitated, but their gaze still pierced my nerves. I thought I was given mercy when
Is
their
this all in
eyes
his
broke the
head?
tension and my bloated body surfaced, but in the distance, I saw him. He wasn't the vessel I knew, it was the body I left him with. A ring of thorns slashed and creased his head, with one of many piercing his eye. A substance like
Dang.
blood pooling it from the water. I was too scared to tell if I was being saved or skinned. It flips the page again to reveal what it was talking about. If you look at the character in the drawing, it kinda looks like Sean. After that, it flips to the last page saying, they're all gone. The entry ends with someone laughing, and that's it. If you look at the video's description, there is a very large hexadecimal cipher. It reads, to think that I am already living in his head again. The same bastard that had the nerve to threaten me, to hide away under a tall tale, to play God over my own scripts, my own code, now cowards away from his own computer because he has forgotten the extent to which his mistakes now lie. The creation of this channel was nothing more than a whipped lash to my heart, to every remaining nerve that placebos its way into my consciousness. First was a
Bro.
test, then was a sudden popularity, and now because of them and because of you, I am stuck in a casket which no longer gives me the luxury of optimistic death. I know you are watching. I know you will find this. Stop.
I cannot believe we are only halfway through this video. This has been the most craziest, disturbing lore so far, bro.
So this is a really short video, and honestly, I'm just hoping for things to die down.
So-
Oh my god, not again. It just jump scares the viewer.
So
and you can see
I
the
literally
video's
think I'm
information.
kind of right
You
in
can see
some
the
sense
spawn
that
icon
Sean
on the left.
just
We've
he
seen
hiding
this many
something.
times already. The subtitles begin
What
to
is he
show up, and
hiding?
they say the
I don't
following.
know.
There is a doctrine about the nature and place of the mind which is prevalent among theorists, to which most philosophers, psychologists, and religious teachers subscribed with minor reservations. Although they admit certain theoretical difficulties in it, they tend to assume that these can overcome without serious modifications being made to the architecture of the theory. Doctrine states that the doubtful expectations of the mentally incompetent and infants in arms, every human being has both a body and a mind. The body and the
Yeah.
mind are ordinarily harnessed together, but after the death of the body, the mind may continue to exist and function. What is he talking about, dude? This has to be one of the weirdest videos on the channel, no doubt about it. But something super interesting did come out of this video.
A new
At the same
game.
time of this video being uploaded, there has been some activity on Directory User 2. By activity, I mean a brand new game titled Homesick. Let's go ahead and
Homesick.
explore this game.
Yeah, I
Joining
mean,
Homesick, we see that the game is very dark. The only source of light that we get is from the streetlights. The first thing
I don't
that we
even
can
know what to say
discover
right
is
now,
opening
bro.
dev fonts
This is
using
just like,
F9. It shows
it seems
3
like an
different
ultimate
ciphers.
crash
They
out in
read,
some of these
"Mom's gonna
videos.
kill me, dude. I didn't notice it was this late. I'll see you after school." The next thing that we can find is a paper on the ground that shows yet again another cipher. It
So much
reads,
ciphers.
"Rebecca, can you see me? Please, I'm here. It's Sean. I'm here." The next thing that I
Whoa.
found was going down this road. It will play a jump.
Wait, is that not like crazy?
Please, I'm here. It's Sean. I'm
Is that not like crazy? Like, isn't Rebecca one of Jake's friends who was working on the game and Sean's trying to speak to her?
here. The next thing that I found was going down this road. It will play a jump scare showing Sean with the spawn rings around him. After this, if you walk along the road, you'll be able to hear a phone
Or I guess maybe it's not that crazy since I guess they just know about him now.
ringing. If you go towards it, you'll find a phone booth. When you get close, it begins to flash red. It begins to play creepy audio as well.
Get out of there.
I don't know what it's supposed to be, but then someone picks up the phone. It
Oh.
begins to play audio that sounds like a spectrogram.
I thought it was gonna be the call from earlier. Nope. Get me out of here.
The spectrogram comes with this image. The last thing that's found here, if you walk around the perimeter of the forest, you'll eventually comes with
I mean, it's 2 people for sure.
this image.
right?
The last thing that's found here, if you walk around the perimeter of the forest, you'll eventually see some snow slightly lit up. Walking into the forest in this direction, you'll come across a gravestone that says the following: "In loving memory of Sean Dorothy, remembered by Clyde H. and Rebecca T, ridiculed by Jake C." That line from the last entry makes perfect sense now. Sean Dorothy is dead, but his mind is still functioning. We know that Jake's uncle's name is Sean Illinosh, so this is a different Sean. After this, it kicks you from the game, but the kick reason gives you a YouTube video ID of the next entry.
So Sean is dead. Okay. That makes all the more sense. Sean's
This
dead.
video is a phone call between Jake and Clyde. I guess Clyde was the person Jake sent a voicemail earlier. The conversation goes along the lines of this. Clyde tells Jake that the experiment was a complete failure. Clyde goes on to mention that Rebecca was developing the game Sail the High Seas, and one of the NPCs began speaking to her like a real human.
Rebecca called me this morning, telling me
Why does this sound like a FNAF phone call?
NPC talked with her and was acting like a person.
But Jake has no idea what he means by this. Clyde says that the NPC brought up Sean, which is a sensitive topic for Rebecca. Like on the gravestone, it said, "Remembered by Clyde and Rebecca." Clyde thinks that Jake programmed the NPC to talk this way, but he never did this. Clyde tells him
Listen,
What?
once you together, real project.
and then hangs up the phone. Yeah, that's all I
Dang.
gotta say.
Okay, yeah, that whole
Another
chapter
deadline.
really kind of wrapped everything together for me. I was getting a little confused, but I was like, oh my goodness, there's so much to this, and then boom, that kind of wrapped it together. So, Sean is dead, but Sean was friends, or at least the very least knew Rebecca and Clyde, but didn't like Jake.
And this
Ridiculed
time, the
by
game Sail
Jake.
the High Seas has been released. But before we play the game, let's talk about this entry. This is an in real life video. It's an announcement from Jake saying, 1, the game has been released to the public. 2, he doesn't want to work on the game anymore. 3, he couldn't fix the multiplayer issue, so the game remains single player. And that's about it. The video cuts to black,
Okay.
and then 3 texts pop up on the screen.
At
They
least the
read,
game
"And I
dropped."
saw when the lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts say, 'Come and see.'" Without further ado, let's play the highly anticipated Sail the High Seas.
Let's go. There's gotta be some big
The amount
secrets
of
here.
content in Sail the High Seas is insane. There are 7 badges in total, and they're all somewhat difficult to get. I will summarize the whole game
Oh
in
yeah,
this
only
section of the
12% on
video.
basically
Sail the High
all of
Seas
them.
begins as a normal game. You spawn in a pirate ship, and you're able to do various tasks to get further in the game. For example, you can open up treasure chests for gold. This game seems to be normal at first, but then at one of the islands, if you look close enough, there's a camouflaged button on the side of the hill.
Oh,
Once you click
word?
this, you can make your way back to the
I thought he was
pirate
gonna say,
ship.
"You
Once
gotta
go
take it
down
to a
the
sub
lower
game."
area, you will notice a computer is visible, like we've seen many times before. So you click it. Holy I forgot it was that loud. The sky goes dark and the music completely stops.
What was
Once you go to
that?
the island, there is a portal. A portal
Oh.
showing images of skulls.
I don't
Once
like
you
that.
go in, you'll be teleported
You can't be
to this
moving in my
forest
face like that.
area. Up ahead at the end of the path is a gate. You need to find 5 buttons across the map to open it. When you get to a proximity of a button, it will start to beep as so. See? And it's this thing. Click that. After getting all 5 buttons, the gate will open. The area following this forest is quite complicated. If you walk forward, you'll come across a carpet and a basket. If you look inside, you will find another YouTube video ID. This video is
another
titled
one.
Contact.
Contact. Oh, is this him just coding?
This video is filmed by Rebecca. The video is playing copyrighted music, so I can't play the audio. So,
Fair.
I'm going to reenact her reaction to the information. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? A cipher shows up in the scripts. It reads, Rebecca, can you see me? Please, I'm here. It's Sean. I'm here. This is the same quote from Homesick.
Oh,
it's
snap.
pretty basic. Sean is attempting to talk to Rebecca. This situation is most likely what Clyde was referring to earlier. That's pretty much all. Let's move on. You can click the studs on the carpet, which means that
Like, they're mad at Jake right now, but he genuinely didn't do it.
Following. First, walk back to the left side of the forest. Here, you will find a shovel. Second, take the shovel out and
That's
go where
crazy.
the shovel beeps the most. The shovel is kind of like a metal detector. It will take you to a tree, which you break down. It will give you a gear with this title. Third, walk along the right side of the map, you'll find a hole with a button inside. This will give you another gear. Adding the 2 titles of the gear together, it will bring up this image on Imgur. This is the combination of the carpet. In the description of the image, it reads this: You are a visitor. You can only come through these corridors of flesh once. Remember this, stranger. This signifies that after we are done playing this game, we can't play it again. When you put in the combination, make sure
I
the
thought he was
basket is to the right. I don't know what.
I thought he was talking about life again because he was like, your flesh is only temporary. Your mind lives forever. I was like, oh, okay. I thought he was bringing that up again.
Here and give you a bridge to the monument in the middle of the water. It will ask a question. The road to hell is paved with blank. Thinking back to Snowball Brawl 1, the answer is bikes. After doing this, you'll get a cutscene that shows a house that we've seen before in Homesick. After that, it takes you back to Sail the High Seas, bringing us to the next subgame of Sail
Homesick
the High
genuinely
Seas.
sounds
Like
familiar.
Before, the game is still dark, but there are some differences from last time. You can see broken boats, gray palm trees, and glitchy music. But if
The
you
whole
make your way
game
to this
changed.
island, there is another camouflage button that does this.
Ugh.
Oh my god, that's another door. It spawns another portal. Going inside,
Is this another
it takes
game?
you to this yellowish area. Saying the word telepathy will open this door. After doing some parkour, it will lead
Hey,
you to this
parkour.
ledge. Standing on it, if you say Jake, the bridge to the other side will appear. If you follow this bridge to a tower in the distance, you say Jake, the bridge to the other side will appear.
That's actually
If you
really
follow
cool.
this bridge to a tower in the distance and make your way up it, going on the roof of the tower, it will give you another YouTube video ID, this video called Convergence.
Convergence.
This video is really long, at a runtime at 7.5 minutes. This is another recording from Rebecca.
I thought it was gonna
This
be
seems to
longer
the
than that, I'm
same
not
as the
gonna
last
lie.
Video, with Sean trying to get the attention
When
of
he
Rebecca.
said really long,
This
I was like,
time,
"Ooh."
he does. Rebecca, thinking it's Jake, says, "What the heck, Jake? It's 3 a.m. Sean responds with, "I wish there was a better time." Rebecca asks why his username is Sean, but Sean says, "It's me." Thinking back, when Clyde called Jake about this conversation, Jake had no idea what
Yeah,
happened.
so they
this
genuinely
isn't
just
Jake,
think it's Jake.
Sean. Rebecca, being angry, says, "I'm gonna punch you in the mouth if this is another prank." I can't go over everything in this video, but I will summarize it. Sean spends
Appreciate
the rest
it.
of the video attempting to convince Rebecca that it's actually him, saying things that only the 2 of them would know. For example, a place named Patty's, which is a spot next to campus. This confirms that Rebecca and Sean were really close in real life. The video constantly glitches out, which is super weird. Rebecca asks one last question to prove that he's Sean. If you're
My thing is like, yo, wouldn't it have been just so much easier to be like joining the game while like Jake was in there? Because they think it's Jake, so if Jake was in the game, that would basically let them know it's not Jake. But now they're all separated and
Sean,
stuff.
what lab were we in? Sean responds with 312. I guess this is right based on Rebecca's reaction. Rebecca wonders how she's talking to Sean because he's dead. We saw that on the gravestone. The video ends with this line by Sean: "Please know that I have never forgotten. As long as I am here, I won't." After that, that's the
Whoa,
end
what is
of
she
the
talking
video.
about?
Going back, you can make your way to this church. At first, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it, but it's hiding something. To find what it's hiding, you must first find a button, which is behind the tower that we were at before. After clicking it,
This
it
is such a
reveals
cool
the basement.
ARG.
In said basement, there are 3 pictures, with 1 broken up. I guess the 2 standing are Rebecca and Clyde, and the broken one is Jake.
What is the
Behind the images
beef? There
is
is
another YouTube video
generational
ID.
beef
This
here.
video is called Death Be Not Proud.
If we don't figure out what the beef is in this video, I'm gonna be so mad.
This video starts off differently than the rest. It's Sean praying to God and saying to answer his calls. Sean is saying he's trapped and he cannot get out. He wonders what he's done to deserve this punishment. Sean also says that he's sorry for attempting to take his own life and admitting that it's selfish. He prays to God that he'll get the opportunity to talk to Clyde and Rebecca again. From the footage that you can see, he's trying his very best. The video ends with Sean saying, "I'm so afraid of being alone."
Dang.
Looking at the church again, above the hole in the back, you can see a
Is that how
logo
he
of some
died,
sort.
or?
This doesn't matter. What does matter are the dots on the side. Some are orange and some are purple. These dots align perfectly with the torches in the church.
That's
Lighting
sad,
them up
man.
in this order, the bell lowers. After clicking it, something appears at the top of the hill. Going into the structure, it reads above, group name.nil. After saying something, this happens. Whoa! Whoa! Give me a
Yo?
second, dude. It's
What is
onto
it
a
going?
foggy area. We can get in a boat, but the only way to go is forward. Sean begins to speak with us. You see how maddening this could be? Alone, lost, afraid. I would have trusted Jake in my previous life with everything, but he's dug up my grave and created
Okay.
a channel to show off my corpse. The false tale of a far gone uncle under a false identity.
The false tale of a far gone uncle. Seal is Sean. Bro. I low-key called it in the beginning.
Of a long forgotten friend. You're just a bystander caught up in the web of lies. Exit the game while you can and don't come back. The line that stands out the most here is a false tale of a far gone uncle under a false identity of a long forgotten friend. This line suggests that Jake lied about the whole uncle thing. So now I'm thinking, why did Jake lie to us? To get more people to play his game? To get more viewers on the channel? Nobody knows. We'll most likely find this out in the
That's a
future.
question.
The only way to progress is to rejoin the game. You spawn in a
That
huge
does
tower.
confirm
Only
Seal
go
is
up the
Sean,
scale,
though, right?
That's it. Once
Or
you're at
no?
the top, you could jump down the hole and you get sent
That's
to
what
the
I got
next
from that.
area. The next area takes place in the house. After a minute, the phone begins to play a voicemail. The voice speaking doesn't sound like Jake at all, so it's someone else. Here's the voicemail.
Darkness. That's all I ever knew for a number of years.
This is Sean.
Pure darkness. And the unfeeling skin which hath now set itself as my body. But then I woke up. Like if it was all just a passing nightmare. I woke up in snow, and everything I could feel screamed in sharp needles of pain. Yet, nothing came out of my mouth. I was flailing around like a child, unable to walk or even crawl.
This sounds like the water story he was writing
I had
down.
been reborn, but I had retained memories of my previous life.
Sheesh.
I could barely even acknowledge them because of how blurry everything felt. It happened again, but this time I woke up on a ship I was dreaming about, reenacting a distant memory of a video. All this time I was confused, afraid, and angry. I'm only not confused anymore.
To continue with this game, you first have to grab this beanie, then do a bunch of laps around the house. Then another voicemail will play.
I got along with Rebecca quite well. After all, we were dealing with conditions we couldn't control. Mine was epilepsy, and Rebecca's was being on the spectrum of schizophrenia.
Dang.
I can't remember the specific diagnosis for the both of us, but it was something
Schizophrenia?
that connected us. Felt safe around her and two other people in our little clique.
Clyde
The
and
only other
Jake.
person I felt safe around was my mother. I was very anxious and still am. That heavily affected me though, as I would frequently space out and sometimes even get severe panic attacks that felt like seizures. Of course, the thing I pursued the most, computers and tinkering with electronics, also caused me the most headaches and pain.
My boy
My
Sean low-key
medication
had it
was
rough.
manageable, but we could barely afford it.
My boy Sean low-key had it
As
rough.
most tech ventures go, I was only experimenting with this program so I could have the possibility of not worrying about money.
Click that like
I
button.
guess Silicon
Bad
Valley
timing.
wasn't for me.
After more changes occur, you can grab this trophy on the shelf. This triggers the second floor of the house. It contains 4
snap.
rooms. Eventually, you can hear someone
Is this
crying.
Sean's
Entering one
house?
of the bedrooms, there is black stuff around the bed. Here, you can pick up a teddy bear.
Bro,
In another
I'm getting a sad feeling about this. This is like Sean's house, like the night of his death. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling right now.
bedroom, you can
And low key, that means Jake is low key in hell because, like, why is he making a YouTube channel about all of his friends' stuff? Like, what is the purpose of that? I would get making, not making a channel. I would get like just wanting that, like, you know, to see your friends' creations and stuff like that. I would get just wanting to see it, but you want to make a YouTube channel about it and naming it as your own or like it's your uncle's. I don't know. That is a little weird.
pick
That's
up a hammer. Once you do so, the phone will go off again.
When I had gained the ability to dream, I kept dreaming about an icon. And it would often end in nightmares. I feel like different parts of myself are being split between code. And I
Yuck.
keep losing track of who I really am. It's gotten better recently. I've been able to keep some thoughts in line, but I often end up in fights with myself. This icon of thorns, the snake that eats itself. The icon which encompasses my botched reincarnation and my failed attempts to terminate this life. Jay keeps a part of me alive, but I'm not sure if my little empathy I have left for him can be utilized. We all put a part of ourselves. Jay keeps a part of me alive, but I'm not sure if my little empathy I have left for him can be utilized. We all put a part of ourselves in our creations to the point where the creation becomes a phantom limb that only the audience sees.
a phantom limb. Okay. What are we talking about?
Jake's YouTube channel gathers a certain type of audience that often creates their own stories from what little is shown. And with how things are now, what's real on the internet sometimes manifests into reality.
I'm lost again. I don't know if this is Sean now because how would he be talking if he's dead? But then again, it's like, how is he even in the game if he's dead? Like, this could still be Sean, but
Jake has expectations to live up to.
because he's talking about the channel, right? Unless he had another channel at the time.
You. What exactly are you doing here? What are you expecting from me? I told you to leave. But of course, you just don't listen.
I can go right now. I don't want no
Yeah,
problems.
You want more, right? This isn't enough for you?
I mean, no. I want to know the
Then go
lore.
shatter the mirror.
We found out that the person speaking to us is Sean. He tells
Okay, it
us
is
to break
Sean.
the mirror in the bathroom, which we do. It scared the shit out of me. Going in, we get into this creepy basement of some sort. We'll eventually go down this hallway, and it gets smaller and smaller. It spreads off into 2 different areas with 2 different
I need to
codes.
know
The
if
one on
that's
the right can
current
be
Sean,
solved
though,
with
or
the code
past
421,
Sean.
and the one on the left can be solved like this. After doing this, on the complete opposite end
I mean, it
of the
had to be
small
Sean right
hallway,
now if he
another
knew
one
about the
opens.
channel,
We come
right?
across a red door that we can open. We then get to meet Sean face to face.
Really?
Here's what he says. He pretty much talks about how he doesn't want us here, how he's stuck, and most notably, you haven't walked straight into the mouth of a beast. After all, you're inside my nightmares. The game kicks us, giving us
Sheesh.
another YouTube video ID, and that's everything that Sail the High Seas has to offer.
What a wow! Round of applause. Round of applause.
The video
It's not
starts with
over yet,
Sean
but that
getting
was so
up.
cool.
He looks at somebody on a computer with their face blurred out. Somebody else suddenly appears. They begin to speak. Your past life constantly lays in front of you, but yet we still call it the past. You again. The person then speaks again. You say it like I haven't been with you this entire time. You're my shame. The shame, the humility, the primitive body that you've left behind. I am the medulla, the dull nerves, and the memories. I still don't know what your deal is. Justice, anger, whatever you want to call it. I simply want retribution for the true cause of your current life. I'm just tired of everything. I want it to be over. There is no over. The void you've experienced wasn't heaven or hell or purgatory. This is purgatory. Your body, soul, and mind will never be at rest again until you take revenge.
Wasn't hell, heaven, hell, or purgatory? It's purgatory.
It then reveals a knife. I am the
are we
force
talking
that
about?
bends the grasses. You want eye for an eye? Eye for an eye.
Hey! Hey! Don't do it, my boy!
The phrase, "and the world will learn the blindness you endured," shows up for a frame, and that's the end of the video. This video is probably his final transformation to the thing that we see him today. Maybe this video takes place right after Genesis, Genesis being the first book of the Bible, which could mean that this is the beginning of something. The stabbing of an eye or an eye for an eye could mean that he died something involving an eye, like a seizure or something. Or Sean actually stabbed himself in the eye in real life. But who knows? Let's move on.
Terrible. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Mario 64, bro, childhood game right there, bro.
Gameplay. Wow, this is so cool. Someone stabbed himself in the last video. The video cuts to a house.
I know.
Why are they in face?
This is like the first, like, kind of, I don't want to use the word chill because we don't know how it's going to go yet, but, you know, like, bro, this has been straight
okay,
heat.
So this is news to me. Seildirectory and I Has a Face Lols take place in the same universe. See? There he is. Right there. The rest of the video is just them chatting about what's going on with Face Lols. After that, that's the end of this entry. This video seems to be more about Face Lols than Seildirectory, which is kind of weird. Another thing
Wait, that's so fire.
Account that joined Roblox, the Crimson Blade 2.
That's
Crimson's
so fire.
only friend is directory user 2, which is Rebecca. So I guess this is Rebecca. After that, that's all for this video.
That is so fire.
Channel. But Rebecca, directory user 2.
If you haven't, go check out my I Has a Face Lols reaction. Get outside.
Has her own Tumblr page.
That's
it
crazy.
has many
That's
interesting
crazy.
posts explaining a lot of the things that we've been wondering.
That's
Here are
like
some important
that's like when back in Nickelodeon days, bro. They used to do the random crossovers, bro. That's how that felt right there.
stuff that I found. Rebecca says that she created the Roblox account because she was intimidated to use the directory account, most likely because of what happened in the Convergence
Or
video.
Disney,
Rebecca mentions that she played Homesick, and the ending freaked her out. Somebody asks the question if she's seen Jake recently. She replies that she moved away 2 years ago, but she might call him up eventually. A user asked about the memory capture entry. She confirms that 1. Jake is JKC Spartan, and 2. Beats might be Sean. Rebecca decides to play Sail the High Seas, and Sean finds her again. Somehow Sean knew that this was Rebecca. After that, that's all the vital info that I got from the Tumblr page. Wow, this ARG is long. There's so much information on this channel that it's difficult to keep track of, but honestly, it has some of the coolest things I've ever seen. This ARG still has information being added. Make sure you pay attention to the games as well as the accounts connected to Seildirectory. As I was making this video, Jake has made another YouTube channel. Be sure to check this one out as well.
Okay. Well, that's it, y'all. That is it. I do think there's actually a part 2 to this. If y'all want that, 200 likes for a part 2, if you want me to check out the part 2, because this is long. These are long, legitimately. But I am, you know, that's pretty cool that this is connected to I Has a Face Lols. But I hope there's more. I hope there's more of a little crossover in the part 2. I don't know. We'll see. Was he mentioned? Was Seildirectory mentioned in I Has a Face Lol, or not? I don't know. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this ARG. I think what did I say? I think I said last video's one has the most lore. This one topped that lore wise, but I think the whole world of the I gotta keep up with all these names now, man. Last one definitely had the coolest world. They all got like their own perks to them, bro. It's super fire. So, you know, let me know which one I should check out next, or if I should just do a part 2 to this. Well, let me know both. You know, I'll see y'all in the next video though. Love y'all. Remember, 35K, let's hit it. Bye.